like forZe want to hit into the B site. Well, the defense is very stacked up, but so far they aren't able to get anything on a 1-for-1 trade as the dualies ring off at the B site. Now Dia doubling down, and it's up to Jerry and Norway to try to get this bomb into the site. It's already dropped in the laps of the CTs, and the dualies started off with a quad kill, and make it quick. They can do somewhat of a respectable result. I mean, this is supposed to be the eco farming up round for ENCE, but no, they're being limited at the seams. 2-on-2, Jerry continues to do damage. This nade goes in deep. It won't be enough for the kill yet, but Maiden finally wants to put an end to this. The Deagle of Shelfie can't get started, so they come out with 2 of the rifles, but still, 3 players falling. That is really impressive for forZe. Snappy's gonna hear all these players stepping outside a cave, and he can't get anything done. Jerry with another one. And now it looks like ENCE are leveled out in this round. Dia and Spinks are both stacked up at the right side of the map, but if forZe take their sweet time, and there's no way they can lose this one. The only way you can lose it is if you let yourselves. Trying to continue working these picks. Dia almost goes for one in cave. Jerry doesn't overexpend just yet. And now with Spinks trapped up behind his smoke, it is going to rely on Dia. This time gets nothing done at this B site, and it leaves it all up to Spinks. As he swings through, he'll find 2, maybe, yeah.
Oh.
Denies the off a save, but Shelfie instantly recovers. There was chance for them to drop a couple more players there, but no. forZe, get on the board early. I mean, still swinging through. You don't really have the advantage here as a key, but still somebody needs to offer up a kill. Damage, yeah, sure, it's nice, but you can't take it forever. You eventually need to deliver with a frag or 2, and Maiden does just that. With armor on his back as well, he's recovered an AK, 30 seconds to go, and he just holds the angle in cave. You've either got to peek in or just get spammed down. He's gotten a double, and it leaves it up to Shelfie. Recovered off again, but this time only good for 1 is Spinks. Locks it right back, and ENCE, bar for bar, pound for pound, take a third. I like it. I like it. Changing the pace, seeing what they can't get done to ENCE, but they're ready for this aggression to come through. Dia already gets the first. The rotations have been called for. Spinks, yeah, he takes damage, but they're still locking in these frags. Hades deep in CT spawn with his office activated. And he's dropped the bomb, forcing them to go in for this B commitment, rather A commitment, and Snappy's gone another. Shelfie again, he's already been left in so many clutches. He's the star of the show for this forZe roster. But what can he star off in this round? Hades, maybe he'll be falling in Temple. Oh no. Jumps across to the office, allowed some safekeeping. Swinging in from Donut again, but because somebody was able to creep through, they aren't going to respect it. A 1-for-1 trade is somewhat favorable, as now they get a weapon to work with here on this site take. He's still got to cross into the M4 of Spinks, and even though he's holding the line, he'll fall off for the time being, opting to play it safe, giving more time for these rotations to come through. They haven't yet spotted the bomb. They've definitely spotted somebody in the likes of Zordy. He wins the duel, but without an op. It's back into a 3-on-2 forZe. Even on these ecos, they have done some really respectable damage. And now recovering that one-shot weaponry, I wonder what he'll be able to get done with it. A couple of flashes go deep, and you can see Maiden does not want to peek in.
Well, his teammate about to go down, though. Now it is up to Zordy. He does have the weapon of choice, but he's being closed in upon here from multiple different angles. The MP9 so mobile. No, I think he got aim punched there. Cheated position. Yeehaw. Couple to deal with here. Spinks lets one slip the gap here, but Yeehaw's just ready for it. Posted up. Will he be ready for this close range angle? Has to find 2, and he does, nailing them to the wall. Shelfie, last man standing.
I mean, we just come into this round speaking about how ENCE have yet to have one where it's just convincingly building up the money, but this is going to be that. Clean sweep, 6-1 forZe.
A double flash. A third one comes through. They're just so blind for so long. Spinks only converts onto 1 kill, though, but still, what an incredible set of flashes. Yeehaw has to deal with this A aggression coming through. Has to be careful. Can't show his barrel. Oh, gives up a kill to Shelfie.
This is what I was worried about, man. These Deagles have just gotten another one and even a third.
What?
Everybody's falling left, right, and center. It leaves it to the star of the show in Hades. Coming into this series, we said a win condition was being able to shut this man down. But can they deny him the 1-on-3? Maybe not yet. Norway swings out with the trade, and forZe are still ready to contend for this T side. This bomb's still yet to go down, though, so they're trying to delay for time. A flash to go into Temple, blind it up, and as it's face, Jerry comes into the base of Hades, but the trades are tenfold there.
Zordy starting to push in those numbers, might distract further away from the CT spot.
No
Snappy
way.
Pushing through the smoke, finds one. Now the op needs to have presence. Zordy is good for a kill. No trade delivered just yet, and again, that flank is going to be everything as Zordy continues to hold the line. Kinsey finds a finishing blow, and forZe string 2 together.
Now, middle is in the question. Zorty catches the first on a Dia, and it's added to the fact of Snappy falling at the B site. Madden needs a trade, and thankfully he finds it, but for the price of it, Spinks falls in middle, so ENCE pretty much leveled out in this one. A 2-on-3 as Madden continues to try to make hero plays after hero plays, but now vacating the B site, it looks like their trump card might fall.
That might entice them, and I know that they're hungry to keep forZe at bay here, at least for a little while longer. But now this flank's been covered by the op of all things. It's already going to drop Hades.
Timing is everything, and Madden gets another kill as Shelfie tries to cross into the site. It's a 1-on-2 with no kit, no smoke. He's just got to take these fights as raw as it comes. You know where the op is, but you don't know about Kenzie, who's also over towards the B ramp. As soon as he spots out Zordy on the boost, though, it's a 2-for-1. Because he'll know that they boost it up. They'll know where both of them are as Madden continues to try to isolate these fights. Kenzie will finally lock it down. And 5 on the board means forZe might just go good for 6.
For the most part, Snappy's been forced to deal with so much aggression in this catwalk position. He's known on this left angle. They're just going to molly him out here, force him out of position. He walks right into Jerry's AK. Aggression down B ramp, not going to work out either. Aggression in Donut, not going to work out. I mean, everything is going wrong. Hades does have something to say. Short-lived success, though, when we're tied up 6-6 with limited damage done. It is going to be so tricky here. Moving up, Madden looking for a proactive play. He hasn't been spotted just yet, but the number's already punched in, and so now they can get into post splits. Madden's just revealed his position. Caught wide, though, is Zordy. Can't find anything. Finds 2 kills now. Madden pulling this back with 15 kills to his name so far. Needs to make it a little bit more, and Jerry looking to deny that factor.
Still raining in this utility. It's Hellfire over on the A site, and somehow Madden's been allowed 3. A 1-on-2. Norway, he's been quiet this whole game. One of the new recruits from forZe. He needs to show up big, but he can't. A big ball drop from forZe. They go into the site with a 4-on-5 with tons control.
Really don't want to walk into it. 8-7. Kinsey through the molly. Doesn't take as much damage as you would have thought.
Oh, wow. I am surprised Zordy has ended up with that first kill. I thought he was a clean lock for it, but Snappy's the only one locking down frags in cave as he finds 2. He decides to get out of dodge on 5 HP. Smokes, flashes, all come abroad as forZe in from the A tunnels, rather in from the B ramp. The wrong side of the map. Definitely not for Snappy, though, as he locks down 1 with that op. Even on 5 HP, this man's a pain train. Still looking for more as he continues to fire off pop shots through the smoke. A crossfire's established, so even if you try to get out through cave, you're just going to be leveled at the seams. It looks like in the end, almost inevitably, is only going to be 1 man falling for this ENCE defense. Shelfie left alone as the bomb drops on the floor. He'll get at least another, but it's a consolation prize as ENCE are about to get themselves an 8th.
Yeah, especially now that he's tagged down. There's no real... He can call back into this one. Like, it's coming through in the meantime. ENCE closing out themselves an 8th round. Might be good for a 9th here if they can continue this sort of.
They have been picking up the pieces, and it's probably integral to the reason as to why we see forZe this comfortable on the T side. Even though they're in the deficit, walking away 9-6 isn't that bad. ENCE are actually tonight's big losers in that facet, and that's if they get away with a 6th, rather without a 7th. Hades and Snappy both answer back as the A site take looks to be inbound once again. Spinks the only on the defense, but now assisted in by the op. There's a lot of players here joined up from ENCE. They should be able to deny this bomb plant, and I'd assume they're going to be able to close out this round. A lot of gaps to be exploited on this defense, and they exploit every single one of them. Only 1 kill won't go their way, but again, it's just a participation trophy for Shelfie, who only gets 1. And ENCE at least end the half off 9-6. And they're all like 40 cents, which is the best part. Oh my god, look at the nade stack at the B ramp. So much damage inflicted, and they could use it to take it the distance. Jerry not able to replicate the success of Dia, the man himself. Still a couple of CTs over at this site, and they're all getting mowed down. It's a one-way funnel into Pain Town. These dualies still picked up, trying to do more damage. It's not done just yet, but as quickly as they were back into it is about as quickly as they're thrown out. forZe could be on the board to tie this game up. Zordy's already been tagged down to a low margin, even looking to see if they can't find a headshot on a player trying to flank through the B ramp. They know there's a couple of CTs with cave control, but the end goal of this round should just be to get this bomb down, trying to dance around the pillar. Dia barely, oh no, he doesn't get the plan. I thought he had it for sure. And they've taken a big loss in that regard. Snappy needs to try to find something on the CT flank. Kenzie spots him around the box though, so only 1 kill successfully goes their way. And ENCE are about to forfeit a tie game. Feels pressure to get something done over at the B ramp, and another 1D comes back, but hold on! Shelfie's not ready to let it go unanswered. Triples up with the A1S, the silenced rifle, and he's not done there. About to spot another behind the smoke, but it's really just a new recruit round. Norway.
Yeah, not too much success should be delivered. What a recovery right there. The shots were so pristine. Norway going to drop the final.
I mean, the problem is that there's only 2 smokes right now. You're really just gambling that everything's going to go right when you go for this initial exec into the B site. But they still need to get these smokes out, and if you don't, Zordy's going to do something like that where he continues to pick you apart 1 by 1. And now he'll dance around the pillars. It seems like that was one of the 2 smokes being thrown through, rather, that they had to throw in. So now it's just kind of all for nothing, because you got to cross over in the open of this bomb site and hope that a plant behind the pillar will work. And newsflash, it won't. 1-on-4 for Spinks as he gets something done. I mean, 1 is better than nothing, but they continue to give these 1v1 headshots. I was a bit worried there. Even a couple of tags on Zordy, who eases the worries of forZe and gets themselves their first lead of the series.
Showing his face a little bit, and there's no escape now with that molly coming in.
Hey, you've got to fight, and they're not going to be able to get out of it alive. 2-for-2 trade as the A-site defense has crumbled. Rather, no, it hasn't. I thought they were taking down Kenzie, but no. He's still alive in Temple. This is what I was worried about. You let him maneuver around the site, and things could turn for the worst, but Hades, he's about to make a situation out of this. Back down into a 1-on-1. Norby up to the smoke. The no-scope not going to connect. Doesn't even get the shot off in time. Norby levels out the clutch, and forZe holds strong. Now they're still waiting to see what they can't get done. The op moving through in Temple. Zordy could be the man to break the ice. Spinks around the corner. And a nice flick will open things up. He's still got to get this bomb defusal through, but with kills coming back and forth, I just don't think there's time. forZe, you might want to call this off. Essentially, yeah, kills rain through at the last second, and they're just decimated.
There you go. In the 4v4, I guess it was unconfirmed damage. It seemed like they were so uncomfortable standing still in that situation, in that 4v4 that they were in. When in reality, if they kind of just played in towards a more passive setup, I think they would have been.
Zordy's on the right spot with the AWP. Jerry could get a kill or 2 for Factory 3. Hades boosted up on top of the boxes. They know there's a couple more players to be found here. And 2-for-1 trade, that's going to heavily benefit the likes of forZe, who now spot the bomb alongside even more players. Tucked outside of the B site. ENCE needs something back.
The bomb is dropped. They don't really hold on to that control, though. Well, they're happy with the advantage. Oh, Nori's made a sound cue, and Snappy capitalizes off the back of it. That's a brilliant giveaway. Snappy's been able to gather back here, so we're back to evens. Op is in the hands of that low HP bar as well, so it's a little bit less worrisome that he doesn't have as much health, although pulling things back is Zordy continuously doing so here as he has followed up on the aggression. Oh.
He is next up to fall, and it looks like it's left under the low HP, and Spinks, look, a well-placed nade from Kenzie in this round's trying to jiggle back into Cave. Look, if there's any gun that can get you back into a 1v3 by isolating these 1-on-X's, it's the op. But when Zordy's got his pistol pulled out with a headshot lined up like that, there's no answer back. 13-12. But now, as D is crossed, things get a bit dicey. Spotting it out, and behind the smoke, he finds the kill before it pops. Now trying to pad their way into the site. They need to get this bomb down. They need to punch in the digits. Trying to get the line up with the AWP. A lucky shot through the smoke could end it all, but no. Or maybe, no, it will. Okay. 2 shots at Redemption, still peppering in bullets across this CT side. This time you won't be able to deny it, but now as the advantage swings the way of the CT, Zordy has gotten a triple. Spinks again left in a 1-on-3, this time way more winnable than the last, with HP to work with and an AK on his back. He'll have to lock in some beautiful conversions, but that's a start to the behind the smoke, doubles down, and he's going to be able to get away. There's an angle to be spammed down through this smoke to try to deny this defusal from coming through. Norby goes for the full stick. Pros don't fake. Speaks, you've been bamboozled. And forZe stay alive for 14. Now spotting nothing over in the B ramp. They're going to go for this flank. They know they have to stack up the A site. They've got the position accordingly. 30 seconds to go, and as soon as ENCE make their move, they're going to be walking into a very, very established setup. Hades with the bomb on his back. As another man to be falling to the AWP. Zorty in the past 2 rounds has gone incredibly off with this weapon. Now it's Maiden who gets to get his chance at a 1-on-3. Every single time we've seen it, they've always walked away with at least 1 kill, but not this time. Rather, not more this time.
Be a big round here, potentially. They haven't spotted this boost in the last round, so reassembling it here, the setup that forZe are looking to gather.
That was smart, by the way. That was really smart. Jerry tried to fake the window to get a push to come through.
There's so much defensive setups here. There actually is a team kill in the mix. Nori finds the last 2 running through the smoke, and forZe, they close things out. No questions asked. That setup finally comes to full fruition, and forZe, they pick up their map pick.
16-12. How will that pan out in the long run here? They want to drop down and get into this lower bomb site, get the plant in before things start to get too far awry. Spotting Kenzie falling back into control as rotations have been made. Should be enough time to get this bomb down as the smoke blooms up on the single door, but someone needs to start delivering kills, and Snappy and Dia both do so. Trading it back out into the 3-on-3. Bomb still yet to be planted. It's been pressured so well from forZe, and that smoke's going to soon expire. It's going to all come down to kills. There's no way they're winning this on time or a bomb plant. Hades, another 1v3 required.
GT on site remains, although a missed shot. Maybe there's potential. Hades doing some damage, but no, Nori puts an end to things there. And forZe, they kick things off exactly how they left off with a round victory.
forZe not going too aggressive. They already have 2 players tucked into the site with assistance from a third on ramp. They're going to get this bomb down, though, so that is the goal now achieved. Still trying to lock in some frags. You've got the flank being covered, but it's not going to be doing you very well when all your players are falling flat on the site itself. Snappy finally picks one up in from the vents. Now they smoke off the double doors. You can see Dia was going to try to catch a timing on it, swing it open, and potentially find a kill. Snappy throwing a molly. Hold on a second. Still getting somewhat respectable here. Yet to open the double doors. They don't know where the last man lies. Kenzie trying to find this kill. Zordy! You might want to relax there, but the Molotov expires in the nick of time. And with 4 HP, he'll be able to get this defusal through. Still so close, but yet so far. ENCE finally going to pop out to see what they can't get done on this one. Norway farms up 2 of them fairly quickly as Dia trades. Everybody seems to fall apart at the seams besides him. Hades again left in a clutch, this time more unwinnable than the last, and it looks like forZe started quickly with a 3-0.
I mean, an absurd KD overall in that map individually. Now, he's starting things off on the T side, so he has to pull up with some great success, but I'll hold that thought as the A aggression coming through. There's only 1 player in the back of Silo to deal with. Shelfie offering up support, and Kinsey from Heaven does so as well, so we're back evens.
It's a bad mini smoke, and they continue to try to abuse it on the cross, but Dia and Hades both lock him down. Zordy, this is probably the most winnable clutch we've seen all day. Spamming them down! That was a lineup that could have gone big for 2, but thankfully ENCE hold their own. Alongside Jerry. I don't really think this round's looking that great for ENCE. The utility comes out, up and through. Madden dinked up but won't fall. I believe Norby's dropped down to the back of Silo, still isolating and annihilating. There's the bomb drop, and that might be the round falling with it. Somehow staying alive. 3 on the FAMAS, and ENCE gets swept away.
And Nori showing that experience right there in the anchor. They're going to do so. Who? Spotted out in the generator. Nice pickup there from Hades, but short-lived success. ENCE able to double down there. And a big double at that, leaving D-Hall on 3 HP as well. Worse for wear. Walking away from the situation. forZe could find a quick recovery in this round, but a collapsing towards A could be very strong. The reposition, they've made their way in towards Hut. Over on that CT side, you might not get caught off guard. Maiden, what will he see? 1, 2. He finds 2. Trigger discipline, but oh my God! Misses his opportunity in a big way. That's a heartbreaker.
Nico, no! Oh, man, that hurts. That hurts. And this round's gonna be lost because of that 1 play. Oh, dude.
Nico knows the best way to put that one right there, man. My God, was it just...
Actually, I don't think they cleared this out last round. Only expected it to be on the... Oh, another miss, man. What is up with these whiffs in the past few rounds? Still not the end of days yet. Azori's come back with a double. Even wants a 3rd. Hades doesn't miss those freebies. We're still even Stevens in the 2-on-2. Only 1 to defend this lower site right now, but ENCE still taking their sweet time. Yet to actually go into one of them.
This cover is being held. Zordy, or rather Hades, was watching for that. That's so smart. That's so brilliant. Now Nori left last man standing with a big clutch of his own.
It's incredible. And does Norway want to even give this one an attempt, right? I'm sure the money is low. Or actually, hold on a second. I may have discounted him a bit too early. But Snappy on the off angle, reimbursed for the shot. Picking the op right back up means ENCE. Maybe they think this is an eco, and with the extra mag capacity, they were going to try to go for a play into the A site. And just try to, run and gun with 60 bullets. Like, I'm actually being serious.
I can see it. I mean, Madden has made a great case for that MAC-10, though. Or rather, Snappy, I should say. As he is the one finding 2 kills on some of the pistol players. Now, they kind of get revealed at force by here. Going to reposition in towards lobby. Oh, no. Kinsey finds 2, dropping that. But no. Recover there from Spinks and Hades. And holding on steady. Zordy.
There are plenty of 1v1s to isolate here in the scope of Hades. Here the shots fire off, and Spinks, he knows where both of them are, and he picks off the first. Hades last time in this spot missed a crucial shot, but now knowing he's low, pulls out the Glock, dancing around the pillar, and another clutch denied for ENCE.
And some of those win conditions that Jerry was talking about here, but Madden, so aggressive. That's 1 kill, no, denied, but quickly traded out with the MAC-10 doing incredible damage. And Shelby has found himself last man standing so quickly, so early on. The one silver lining is this flank that he has come off, but I mean, soon they're going to expect either a ramp aggression or this long flank coming through, and they're turned around already. Spinks will drop, though.
Not another attempt at a clutch, surely not. Up on the hands of Snade or Snappy. I don't know what I was.
Mix between Spinks and Snappy, maybe.
Nah, Snades, baby. Certainly not letting him catch up because his pace on the T side has been so overwhelming in the past few rounds, but so can forZe. We saw him get started with the op over on Ancient, where they're at like what was it, 3 back-to-back triple kill rounds?
Yeah. I mean, he was the closer in that last map, and now he's looking to try and find success off the back of that timeout. They really should be able to do so. 5v2. How are they going to pull this one back here for Spinks and Diha?
I don't know if it's about pulling it back. It's more about just doing damage, leveling out some of the CTs, denying money, but that's not a way to do it as Dia falls into the Spinks and 1 on 5. We'll get one not looking the right direction. Now it's just about spamming them out of the backside boxes down. 3 people swing and they don't fall. Oh, wow. I like this. forZe finally starting to respond with some aggression of their own as forZe goes straight in through ramp. There's been so many rounds where ENCE don't do anything here, and now they're getting punished for it. Norway, Jerry, both at the back of this A site, defending with their lives on the line through the smoke. Norway goes!
Oh!
And Spinks will be able to equalize, but still ENCE and Lobby need to be taken down. Hades doesn't deal the final blow. A 1-on-2 from Spinks. And as he takes him down, it's all up to Shalfie, the star of the show, the new recruit. And they're both trying to play around the timing. He walks into lobby.
Wow.
Spinks has got the angle on top of the blacktop, but looks away. Timing. And Shalfie comes out on top with the op recovered. forZe have tied us back up. But, like, I don't know if I can really think of any way that forZe come back into this game regardless, right? I mean, it was yeah, sure, somewhat impressive T-side on Ancient, but not enough, though, right? And they might not even come out with this round.
Yeah, I mean, it's still pretty comfy.
They both try to walk through it. Lobby. Spotted out by Hades off, but a kill has continued to be brought through. He's doubled down, but there's a smoke blocking the mini player. You gotta wait for at least a second coming through, not looking the right way. Kenzie's gotta pull this one off. He knows where the last man is. Pulling out the Tech 9 as the AK's run out of bullets. He's gonna drop in the nade as well, trying to use the utility he still has. It's so close and tense in this one-on-one. The flash doesn't blind him up. Madden continues to use this utility, just playing for the timer at this point. But Kenzie's got the clutch, and forZe will end up coming out on top with an 8th. For a second there, I thought they were just going to come barreling into the A site, but no, they slow it down. Now the Molotovs come through alongside Flashbang. Still a man to deal with on the top of Hot. That's the Dualies finding one. Okay, it's a bit longer to take than I thought it would have, but still in a 3-on-2, it looks like ENCE should be good to close this one out. Jerry's still trying to get a respectable score in the end with only 1 kill mounted. It looks like forZe are going to give away a tie game again. And even a dink comes through the smoke, man. That's just tilting.
It's so annoying, right? Oh, man. They tried to figure their way out of this site. At least 1 kill in for Jerry, but again, this collapse coming through every which way. Doherty taking heavy fire, but on his way out will nail the shot on a D. That's an extra fight.
There could be a rotation in through J-Hall, but he'll have to delay for some time, and that's what he's done. But the trade is instantaneous. Molly blocks the angle, and now they're just going to have to hope that the reinforcements come in time towards the lower site. Hades is the only man here with an off. And forZe slow it down, but not for too long. D has now been taken out. And this A-site crunch could be in full effect here shortly. 40 seconds separate us from finding out an answer. There goes Hades. And they really have free reign at whichever site they please. Kenzie even spotting the man in mini space. He's almost certainly going to... No! I thought he was certainly dead. Yeah, but can it continue? forZe, I feel like that's a flash in the pan round where you've got 2 people who didn't end up looking your direction when you took those initial fights.
So have to deal with a player in secret. Lining up a couple of kills here could be big. Spinks staying alive. Finds another in that low HP bar right behind him. He might have just clawed this back. And forZe, it looked like they had such a hot start with Shalfie opening things up. So already following suit. But now it is just Shalfie looking to close. And I don't think he has any interest. 45-second save. I do give him credit. I mean, he did find that opening pick, right?
Yeah.
He found the first kill. So, I mean, even if he is last alive, he did do one and caught no man's land with a nade out, but oh, Hades helping out with a kill and makes it a double.
Almost a triple, too. Thankfully, the trade is in, but nothing more than that. Still need more people to deliver right now. And with how close that previous round was, I mean, you win this if you're forZe and you send ENCE to an eco, you give yourselves another chance at stealing away this tie game. But they're positioned so well according to where Shalfie should be coming through. The glass broken, so they understand that ramp is probably his point of approach trying to clear the vents. And Spinks plays behind his dead teammate's body for a 12th, and now it's forZe who we're going to have to take a save. This should be, actually not that much in this game now that I think about it. So, I'm not going to hold it to them just yet. Still very slow from both of these teams. forZe trying to manipulate their way into outside control. Hades a bit of vision above the smoke. Spam coming through, and Kenzie's herd being tagged down. Spam comes through from a couple of these CT players, but only 1 kill comes out of it. In fact, a lot of damage now inflicted as forZe have a couple of low targets they could try to eat away with. Dia reloading that gun could get caught out, and he will. Kenzie limits his impact as Hades spots the gun being recovered. There's nothing he can do about it. Can't pull the trigger fast enough. It looks like they're going to try to run boost to the other side. This could catch him by surprise. The scout may have a free headshot lined up. Should be seeing the barrel here shortly. But no, just barely playing the right angle. And he's just going to get taken down. Spinks doubling up. And make that one, I'd say, pretty quick.
With the current position of Shalfie, they're ready to pop out of this door. Maybe they can catch him off guard here, potentially, with the numbers.
Yeah, but again, timing is everything as the Molotov comes through alongside Smokes. Madden might just swing, trying to play anti-flash. They all line up for him. But they're lucky he only walks away with one. They continue to lock in these one-for-one trades, and now hold on a second.
Oh, no.
Or maybe not, walking back into the molly. They know where Shalfie was. Again, another clutch situation. And you gotta wonder, right? It almost seemed like Norway was waiting for his teammate to come in through mini. Why is Shalfie going all the way around there?
Nullified in this round here. He finds a kill, sure, but ENCE are just moving closer and closer to that 16 mark.
Once again, gonna try to get one over down and lower. He gets pushed from every single angle. He's got to play around this silo to perfection. Another man's already come out through the double stack, but he isn't ready for it. One-for-one trade as the lower site's now compromised with 30 seconds to go. They're going to be able to cross out to get this bomb down. Snappy not weary of Norway's aggressive push. And even though this timer is very, very low and desperate, doesn't seem like it's going to hit any bad welling to forZe, who get themselves another one. It's a 2-on-4 in Spinks and Maiden probably don't even consider going for this.
That nuke bomb is such a dud, man. I got so excited. As to where this leaves the defense, I mean, they already have given ramp control. Look how forward Shalfie is. Snappy gets deleted, and this is an incredible bit of control on the map. They have anywhere to go towards, and A is certainly the most prime position. Norway on top of the mini will drop down for a free kill. It's only one left up. Offer up a defense, and Madden going down. They still have something to say for, so they're not done just yet. Are getting a little bit of pressure on their shoulders of they not taking enough maps.
Not this time around as they go barreling into the A site. 4 of them out through the single door yet to field a kill. And apparently Hades is positioned up in the proper angle, doubling down at the back of the site, still dancing around the fire, and the flames continues to try and carry on. The P250 of Spinks through the smoke connects on another. And it looks like of all around ENCE are going to pick up. Why this one? Why here? Why now? forZe, this is so painful to let slip through.
Grand scheme of the series, but moving out towards Hut. Has to deal with one, and this is a massive off angle from Madden. Will collect so much damage, but not the kill. Staying alive, Jerry's found the first piece of the puzzle.
Because depending on the angle that's taken up, Snappy could give himself away. Now dropping down, Jerry's going to hear this, but he can't connect the headshot, and that's what was required of him.
This is so much more fast-paced. Madden gonna go straight for the fences here, dropping 2 immediately. Nori and Zordy watching from the sidelines as the rest are pressured. Another kill, and no, that's Hades that robs it. And now, answers are back. They've found success. 2v2. This is workable, and Madden knows there's one limited on ammo. He's been spotted out. He's only got 2 bullets left.
He's dead to right, and it leaves it all up to Snappy in this 1-on-2. He has all the info on where both of the remaining players are, but he'll spot it, but no dice when it comes to the kill feed. Dropping in the utility and nade molly combo as he swings through. The flashbang not there. Yet a player looking away, but Kenzie thankfully locks in the frag, and with a 30k, he saves forZe's day. Who knows, man? Who knows what's going to get done here? Dia swings into the single door to give up the first pick to Shalfie. He's been here pretty much the whole game, but I will say, usually he's good for one when he's contested. Someone needs to deliver back, and Hades will do it, recovering the AK with armor to work with. He is very low, but he should be able to take more than one bullet. Trying to get away, won't get caught, so he knows where 2 of the remaining T's are, rather 2 of these T's.
Boost.
Now uncrouching, Snappy worries about too many angles. The P2K on top of the boost. I love that. The jump spot catches him out. Now Hades coming in with the recovered AK. Won't find anything but damage in a dream. Spinks last to fall. And forZe are 2 away from overtime. Potentially take...
But holds his ground instead. Knows his positions are valuable. Jerry doubles. A second one in. This could be 14 for forZe if they're able to convert off a 3v5. That's all they need to do, right? And this is such a prime position. I think they're going to look to group up in towards that A bomb site. You can see that's where bomb is heading.
Gotta get something done here, Spinks on the Raptors. Somebody's got to deliver a multi-kill, and this angle's usually only good for one, and there it is. Traded out, Kenzie and Norway. That could have been a big leeway to get back in, and Zordy on the off angle. It's so ballsy, but he takes the pick anyway.
And Madden forced to watch from the sideline in an all-important round.
Kills, kills, kills. Continue to come through right now. And so they just keep getting decimated in these one-on-one. Spinks and Snappy to try to deny this from being an actual reality. And it doesn't look like that's going to happen. forZe have done the impossible, down 14-9. They've pulled it on the T side, no less, into overtime. And the animals on Nuke. Seems like they've turned to domesticated ones as they are just getting met every round by untapped force aggression. And I still think they're going to need a whole lot
Oh
more
my
than
God.
that. I mean, for forZe, you're not really relying on winning all of these rounds, but I mean, it's just the tale that stands the test of time, right? When you choke away match point, they always win at the first round in overtime. They always do. It's just a rule of thumb.
Might be that pressure that's lifted off their shoulder. You know, so hungry to close out, so hungry to find that 16 mark.
I don't expect much to come from Norway in this round, except death and destruction. Walks through, maybe he gets a headshot, but no dice. Spink shuts it down.
Ooh, yeah. Feeling his position. Support has come through 2 mollies. They don't scare him off at all, though. Deha eventually will fall, of course, to the flames. And the pressure of Norway. Caught in the flames, though, is Madden. He has that little advantage there. Can't see as much as he's close to the molly, but Norway still wins that duel nonetheless.
18 seconds. They're taking their sweet time with this one as that smoke's heard. Now he's on high alert. He knows where they're coming in through, but Norway with a beautiful headshot annihilates him. And they hear Snappy running up on the rotation. They know he's coming in from this B site. Even coming through vents. That's probably the worst play you could make because it's going to be red for him. Ollie comes through and they know he's already up. So they just want to play this crossfire, a smoke right in front of them. Snappy waits patiently. Molly flash combo to try to get him back into this one. Norby swings off of it with a head turn the wrong way. forZe once again level out the score. Spotted out in single. Spinks now gets info as well. There's so much info to work with right now for forZe. With this timer ticking low, the nade's gonna bounce up. That should be good. No! Oh my god, the team kill on the nade. Spinks takes it the distance. This bomb is still gonna go down towards the A side, but was already missing a shot. There's no chance to convert this round. Just trying to stat pad before the end, and a chaotic round ends the exact way that it kept going, 17-16. And still up by 1, but now going to the unfavorable side. Something big's gonna have to happen. Oh, and Zeri hears all of the footsteps towards outside. They haven't really done this yet. He's gonna be behind 3 of them, and he should be able to get at least 2. Bomb still allowed to go down towards Secret with a trade allowed from Snappy. But look at all the info you have right now if you're forZe. It's a 3-on-4. You know a man's down Secret, and you know there's somebody on silo.
I think that Mini is more comfortable than it is in reality. Snappy ready to close in upon him. He's lurking through Mini. Might be able to catch this angle off guard. For the meantime, Shalfie and Snappy taking the duel still. And no, oh my god, Spinks goes proactive. It's could lock in. Double overtime here. Shalfie isn't even able to rotate in down the vents. He will maybe dive down soon. He's still trying to deal with this threat. Snappy will drop him eventually, and Zordy left last man standing. A lot of pressure on the line here. He's looking to close things down, but he might just save the AWP. Takes a different angle of approach, but Spinks nails the headshot.
No smokes to isolate this ramp player, but him missing a shot's going to allow you in a 4-on-4 post plant with a lot of map control in the back of the lanes, but Spinks offers up his shoulder behind the gap of a smoke. Zordy takes it the distance, and forZe will have to pull out this retake, but a bit easier to do, maybe not so much. Keeping it equal, keeping it equivalent. This op is not going to be favorable. It's not the weapon you want for this situation. Snappy waiting for the drop to come through on the site, and Norby was not going to be able to find the angle. As a flash comes through, he turns away just easily in time, hearing all of this info. Dia might be the man to end it. Everybody's playing so smart and patient, and it ends as quick as it starts. And there was a scare there for a moment that they were going to allow the comeback, but no, forZe denied of it. It's so close, and even they're shaking their heads knowing. And with this timer starting to tick away from them, things are going to get a bit messy. They've just got to go for this swing and CT before too long. You can't wait. You can't decide to slow it down. Seems like they were waiting for a flashbang, but it's not coming through anytime soon. A 2 for 2 with a nade bouncing into the mix as well. Hades adds another headshot to the tally mark, and it's looking at a 2-on-3. Half health on both of these remaining retakers, and the bomb not even necessarily planted for jungle, but still for the remainder of this force. A nice shot from Norby, and they want to take down Hades as well, which he'll find sticking to the fuse. Snappy's got the frag. Doesn't matter if you find it, Norby, because even though you're stellar for an ace, you can't get the round.
Oh, no gap in that smoke, though, but that will fade soon. Ehal's got to be prepared for this, and Shelfie looking to make a move. 1D again, but oh, they overwhelm him. The number's too much. There is 2 players on this A bomb site. They have the right reaction. Will they even check this underbout position? 1 kill, but can't double down. Nori, he's gotten an ace in the last, but no luck in this one. He will drop an ENCE, grab themselves a second. And probably going to continue to fall here up against just USBs and CZ. Tap it away towards middle. Everyone's stacked up trying to attack. Collapse in upon these rifles here, but not going to work out to the exact way they'd hoped for. It actually is a kill from Nori, who continues to be stellar with the pistols, but the case here as of recent, it's been so many back and forths as we've headed into playoffs. Aggression coming through is already caught on the worst timing, but won't get punished for it. He'll stay alive and dives back for a kill himself.
Wow, the fact that this turns out the way it does, I mean, this round starts with Zordy falling to 50 HP, a whiff onto the CT player, and that could have started ENCE off at the opening pick, and then all of their attention would have been drawn over to Kenzie, but Since two people were distracted on trying to find the CT opera, it looks like they're going to fall because of the 1v1s that were given up. Hades needs to retrieve the bomb. It's stuck on the balcony, and Nade goes over the stairwell for 1 damage on the shrapnel. But now spotted going back into ramp. I don't think he's much longer for this world. Yeah, Norway shuts it down. And with only 1 casualty taken, forZe continue these 3-1 starts. All this time allowed over. Zordy knows they're coming through in window, but they still find the pick. And now Spinks. Hard clear Selfie. The A site's open for ENCE to take. A 2-on-3 retake required, and ENCE makes it a little more doable. But now they know where both of the remaining CTs are. Snappy wants to upgrade his weaponry from the Galil, but ENCE won't let him get anywhere close to this AWP. Taking the 1v1, baiting out the shots in CT, going wide. But ENCE is so laser sharp for it. 1-on-1, and he's allowed to tuck in a CT. The op recovered. He's going to have the angle with the smoke deployed in. Tried to catch him behind it, but Norway, with a beautiful shot, wins it for forZe. Oh, and look at this mid setup they've got. It's going to be so impressive here. As soon as the flash comes through, they're going to start mowing people down at the seams. They haven't cleared out an extra man underpass. And the nade combines for, I thought it was 2, but no, it's just quick annihilation. Speaking of clear game plan, this one's going to be one straight into the B site, met by a Molotov, but they won't be showing in any respect. In fact, going straight through for the opening pick, now being mounted. Shalfie's the only one here. Somebody's got to shine, and Zorty does like the star he is, needing more as we're still into a 3-on-3. The Glock equalizes us out, and this bomb's going to be allowed to go down. Extra little bit of utility to sprinkle into the mix and deny this post plant, but making it loud. ENCE comes in from the apartment. Snappy, he's got an AK, and he's got to defend against the apartment's players single-handedly. Recovered weapon against the world in a 1-on-3. He's got armor, so aim punch won't be a factor, but won't matter when you're going against the op of Zorty anyway. So forZe, a bit shaky on the initial hold, but for the reimbursement, they get 6. Dude, these openers have been so good for forZe. Through smokes, behind flashes, behind mollies, everything, the whole 9 yards. It's all going their way, including the extra. Dia in from underpass, now the only remaining man to tell the tale of what happened in middle. The op scope's going to be heard with an extra rotation given as well. So there's a lot of info to work with, but apparently it's not enough for Spinks. A 2-on-5, and things are only going to look to turn to the worst. Hades will get one back, but it's a very, very quick one.
Let's hear the scope. Uh-oh, maybe there is getting through there. Dropping the off there, that's quite a nice start. I don't think Zorty wants anything to do with this. Gonna throw that molly down. Diha. Gun rounds. Or what a strong 7 gun rounds that we've seen here from forZe. The rifles have come out. He does not miss those shots too often, but man, in the 3rd map, the decider, he is struggling here. A boost up and towards window. Madden will trade things back. But it's only a 4v3 here. Nice gap being slipped, though, from Madden.
Still trying to hold it from CT. He's going to double down, and it causes a lot of problems for forZe, who don't know where to go. Coming through on CT. Flash is perfect. Spotting a man on default alongside Maiden. But everybody swings through at the same time. That's more akin to the Smooya clip I saw on Twitter the other day. And Shalfie decides to call it one as he backs up into the B site with the op in hand. Ends finally break the streak.
He also finds one over in jungle on the transition as well. Or rather, CT, I should say.
The only difference is the players, and it looks like so far it's working out well. Shalfie's turned his attention down in towards underpass, which conveyed in perfectly for ENCE. Alongside that, a leg shot's been connected. forZe, oh my god! Shalfie does his best Batman impression, jumps straight into underpass, and Norway doesn't want to give this one up yet. He slipped the gap. Does he turn around? No, he hears the scope! Tries to 180, but Hades gets the shot off first, and now going into that B site, he's got the bomb on his back and could for very free get this plant down. 2-on-4. And they're trying to keep a couple of CTs in contention at middle. Shalfie's crept out through market door. Hades doesn't look the right way at the right time, though, and this one's done. forZe with 4 men alive, at least get back to a winning way.
Peeking behind the flames, though, is Jerry soon. Big advantage there.
Flashbang, too. That's the 2nd time he's done that to Snappy in particular. Combined with a pick being found in Palace, it looks like ENCE are decimated in the opening duel, still looking to convert out towards the A site. As soon as these flames expire, they're going to seemingly give it a go. Not spotting anything out. Maybe they think there's a bit of a lapse in the defense here, but they couldn't be more incorrect. Another frag found on the mid players, and now Jerry swings up to find an extra. Spinks will find a couple back, but it's nothing for the likes of it. 9-5.
I mean, they certainly know he's here, right, with all the utility they've expended. And now, yeah, that's exactly what Shalfie does, man. The confidence continues to exude from him, and that puts things in such a better standing here. forZe has limited that effective position there, and Jerry now drops another Madden to the ground. Leaves just 2 and Diha and Hades left to recover any sort of space here. In a 5v2, what can they gather? They're going to try their luck towards the B-bomb site, but there's 2 incredibly effective players here. And on the op, Zorty will drop 1. Hades falls, and now Diha It's a consolation prize on a Nori, but that's it.
Be an extra kill or two to stat pad it, but with Zordy hitting shots like that, I'd be worried if I were ENCE, doubling the score now and heading to the T side. That smoke now expanded. They're going to try their luck. What is Shalfie doing? I wonder if he's just trying to go with connector, maybe catch a flank or two, but they need to get out of this site initially, and Snappy and Spinks have both picked up one apiece. This is what I was talking about over on Nuke, right? Like, he is not really doing anything. If this T side that we've seen from them so far has anything to tell us, it's that it's either going to come off to a really slow start, or it's just not going to look all that put together in totality. Because in history, right, back to Ancient, a lot of their success was off of solo plays.
Throughout this entire event, and have been so capable of consistent openers, all those phenomenal early utility damage, putting down rather forZe low on HP. They continue to throw those nades down. There's still one in Hades, ready to peek through the window. One kill in, looks for the second, but holding his ground here. Zordy gonna drop as well. And a phenomenal start here for ENCE to try and recover this first gunner on D-Hop. Makes it even more so. Kinsey finally to drop something, but it's short-lived success as Norris fell. Last man standing, bomb far removed from himself.
It's all about doing damage at this point, not letting the economy events get out of hand. You find 2 kills and you can call that a small W. There is a 1v1 to be had on the likes of Maiden, who doesn't seem to know that Norby's already crossed onto the sites. This should be a free pick. Oh my god. That was a bit scary. You could see him pull the trigger on the one tap in the end, looking the wrong way. Spins back around, but Spinks has got his nerve held. And if Norby wasn't worried about too many things at one time, now you've got to deal with Snappy and the ninja angle. It's very easy to clear if you're ready for something like this. Molly's into the site, though, and he won't be peeking out just yet. Did they spot him? I think they did. Now he decides to see if he can't contribute. Him and Spinks, though, a dynamic duo on the A side, have already shut this round down. Kenzie and Shalfie again against the world. But Kenzie is on the wrong side of the map right now with the bomb well in the hands of the CTs. Now Shalfie's even spotted.
At least Shalfie able to do some damage here, but going after time is a real liability here. They're closing in upon him. There's no real escape. He has to fight his way out of the situation, but Diha able to trade. It's a 3-for-1, but going down after time here. Look at the money he has left.
Well, I like that they actually have somewhat of an exec to get into this A site, though Maiden's gone completely undetected, picking up one as he continues to isolate these fights in the sandwich angle. He'll find 3, trade it out. It's more than he should have been allowed, but now denying the bomb to go down means ENCE don't get any extra cash. It's so big, and it almost forces a response from forZe. You can see them starting to get a bit more aggro when it comes to taking out of the B site. Spink's not going to be flashed off, and that's big, because Shalfie's not able to cross out just yet. He's the one with the bomb. He's the one that they have to shut down. And still staying alive on Catwalk. It's the nade to finish him off. Still another man to pick up that rock. Jerry tucks his way into market. It doesn't seem like they're weary of somebody being this forward just yet, but he doesn't decide to pressure in just yet, knowing that bomb is still in the apartments and still needs to get out. It's not all sunshine and rainbows. Jerry, though, continuing to stick around the market door as Spink shuts him down. Again, no bomb plant, and that just means that ENCE could probably go against another eco. Kenzie jumps out. The bomb's dropped outside of it anyway, so he had to pretty much Superman through the apartments as was. And they're going to play the retake. Wait out this utility that's bloomed in from forZe. Hades still deep with the off, but no more flashes to blind him off of the angle. He'll miss his shot voluntarily. Snappy swings through into the welcoming deagle of Zordy. There's 3 men here. And hold on a second, because we're starting to make a round out of this. An extra smoke picked up with weaponry. Bomb planted for CT, meaning Shalfie shouldn't have much impact in on this retake, rather this post-plant. The smoke's just locked in another. It looks like the curse will not be broken. A 1-on-3 Maiden. He's just going to try to take weapons out of their hands. And Jerry says no. That'll be my op. Thank you very much. And this lead now only 1 round.
A-ramp aggression coming through, so at least they're going to soon realize this. Hades holding off this connector. They can collapse quickly. A missed top shot from Hades, a rare one. As they look to make their way in towards B, the collapse coming through from Zordy. And it's up to Snappy, to hold down the line with Spinks helping out as well. And oh man, they've done a great job at it.
Well, the passivity does not pan out in their favor. Now realizing the past 8 rounds have gone 7-1. Well, all piece in the middle to find the opening pick. Not waiting for the smoke to go through. Dia tries to take initiative, but he walks straight into the 50 cal bullet of the AWP. A little gap for Maiden to try to exploit, but as the flashbang pops through, the little window of opportunity he had is once ripped from him. Now it's just utility around the board as they look to go up middle into the A site. Jerry's gotten a beautiful kill. You talked about the Krieg, and for good reason, because it's just given forZe a new lease on life.
Should be good. We'll see if that becomes a reality, though. Norway going to drop one of them. Down to 4 HP, but I'll take it.
Well. ENCE maybe a bit too comfortable. And ENCE, what do they do here? How do they respond? They've yet to pull extra men on rotation, only expecting it to be this one man. But still are isolating these 1v1s at the A side. It won't matter if you don't pull rotation. If you're not winning your duels, Snappy keeps us honest and even. Everybody here for ENCE right now, and this is going to contribute to them potentially converting this round. They've taken down that nasty lurker over at the B site, so they are in an advantageous retake. You still got Zorti to worry about with his AWP. He can be so deadly, swinging through with the wide swing, catches him, and Dia catches the head to put it all up to Norway in a 1-on-3. 2 from CT, 1 from middle.
Been a clutch man all throughout this series here. Spinks, first one to handle, and oh, the peak coming through too quick, and it's back to owning ways. ENCE have been rather consistent, especially in terms of bouncing things back, but forward positioning inside of connector. Blindsided those Spinks can catch one back turn. Kinsey hasn't shown, but finally will. Zorti available for the trade, though, and it's a quick 4v4 found out.
That's beneficial for forZe too, because that's one of the rifles being dropped.
Being made here. Dia trying to create some space here. Another player joining up in CT spawn. The flashman going to come through to force Hades off, but he does find a kill in the meantime. Plant is safe as Zorti holds down the line. Aggression coming through from Hades, diving through the smoke. Looking to find 2 more kills, but Zorti's been so consistent.
Oh, I don't know if they spotted a man on bench here. And there goes Hades. That was your real only win condition. Now I wonder if he just takes the op and tries to save it away. Shelfie, though, as he falls, a new chance is granted. Knowing he's a connector, but Zorte doesn't miss. A 4K keeps forZe in it, and we're tied up.
Doesn't offer up much of a defense here. We'll see if they can find kills.
Just really looking to do damage here. 1-for-1 trades are actually pretty decent. Keeping it honest and even, though not for long, as Spinks and Hades both fall to the better weaponry. And it's all up to D with the P250. There's a low HP target in the like of Kenzie, right? Maybe he can connect a nice little dinker or two. Not even being silent about it, though. They're just running through. P250 can't get anything done. The aim punch is too big to overcome, and forZe lock themselves into match point. And at that point, things are going to start to get tough for ENCE, who have no kits right now. They have to play this timer to perfection. And look at how far up Norway's been allowed to get. Dia falls for the opening pick around this smoke. Playing is Snappy. A barrel spotted. And it looks like forZe may have just closed out the event, taking it by storm. 3 kills from Jerry locks it down. 16-14, and forZe do the impossible and take down ENCE.
And look at this.